So I think we are live. Let's check out. So yes, we are live. So let's mute YouTube. So just check if we we're also live on YouTube. So everything worked. So hi, Mr. Jack Stacker. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, and how are you? It sounds like we're both a little chilly.
Uh, yeah, and it's definitely well, the most boring time of the year here where we are living because it's heavy storms. It's cold. Yeah, it's minus degrees. It's freezing. It's Liberty Bleeds Silver. Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, Liberty Bleeds.
No, it's not
Thanks
the
for
Prague
joining.
mob. It's the Prague Connection.
Right, the Prague mob. I like that. That's
So,
good.
CMTYE, hi. So a lot of great people popping in. Yeah, I mean, great that somebody's here because it was on very short notice. So for those who do not know yet, just a short introduction. So the Prague Connection, how we call it, is actually a connection, a group of friends that met in the Stacker community online, on mainly on YouTube, and yeah, then we had the chance to meet each other in person in Prague, and we are working on repeating that this year, which I'm looking forward to very, very much. No, that was not an English sentence, which I'm very much looking forward to. So, was that an English sentence? Doesn't matter. and so we'll meet again in Prague most probably. And yeah, so we try to stay connected, and this is why we started these live streams. The first one was a reunion a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Renzo far away is obviously not able to join us today. I hope he will pop in later. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's it.
Good. That's right. No, it's good. So yeah, we're just to kick it off with the weather. Um, you and I have had some conversations back and forth, some joking and bantering about what winter gear means for you and what it means for
Yeah,
me.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's funny because what you call winter gear is actually yeah, what we were wearing spring usually. So, but I think the temperatures are a bit different where you are living in Texas and where we are living here in the Alps. So,
Right. Oh goodness, yeah, it's amazing the difference when you talk about climate. So somebody else was talking today about how we had a lot of ice and sleet that makes of course, the road, sidewalks, everything's got a coating of ice, and then this pretty snow fell on top of it. It looks great, very deceiving, but it's kind of
yeah.
like we're not geared for that. The city I live in really doesn't own a snow plow or anything like that. So
Wow. Okay.
it's when harsh weather hits, the city pretty much just shuts down.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Yeah, I also had a discussion with a guy from the Middle East recently, and he said, "Do you live in an area where you have this snowplows and so on?" I said, "Yes. I mean the trucks, yeah, with the amber flashing lights, they're driving by at least 3-4 times a day, yeah, to remove the snow and put salt on the streets, and yeah, so they really don't know that, yeah. It's the most common thing here. That's also
Exactly.
that we at least 2 times a day we have to skip snow in front of the house and."
I I I remember my sister was in the military, and she was talking about how she was stationed in Hawaii, and then they got basically dispatched through Alaska, and
Yeah,
the stark reality of that temperature change for everyone.
yeah. No, that's so interesting. The differences of how different places are we're living. A friend of mine lives in Abu Dhabi, and they have to shovel sand out of the garden frequently whenever there was a sandstorm, and we do it with snow. Yeah, so
Right. Oh, goodness.
yeah.
Well, so
Cool.
I just want to jump into one thing is crazy the premium and the spot price right now on metals.
Yeah,
It,
it's absolutely crazy.
what's crazy is I did a video recently of some online, or at least a post on online bullion dealers, how now all you have to do is buy 2 ounces of silver and you get free shipping. When they have these $199 caps on free shipping. It's like before, I remember having to add and figure out I need to add one
Yeah.
more coin or an extra dime or some other fractional piece of silver just to get the free shipping. And now it's just 2 ounces and you're there. But
Yep. No, that's. I mean, the prices are crazy. I just actually on a channel of a precious metal dealer here. I couldn't resist, and I had to comment on some stupid comments there. And this was actually also about silver prices, premiums, and so on. And it's crazy how little knowledge there is still out there. I would not say knowledge. I would say lack of understanding of how how do prices work. Yeah, well, what do you need to consider to be able to compare things and so on, especially here where we have VAT, 20% VAT on silver. So people compare prices including VAT with uh, quotations, so with spot prices, and so they're comparing a lot of things that cannot be compared, yeah, without doing some calculations. And also they still do not understand why it doesn't make any sense to have a look at uh, futures and options and paper and compare this to silver bullion and so on. So I think that just confirms how important it is that we keep our YouTube channels running.
exactly, for sure. Yeah.
So what's going on in the chat here? Liberty Bleeds, you say no link. Who has no link? Sorry, I don't get the question. What do you want to link? You said no link, question mark. Yeah, China pays more for, this is also an interesting topic, what LBS just said. China pays more for silver. I did some research today. And it's interesting that obviously in Japan, they also trade precious metals over the weekend, so they do not stop over the weekend. And today, they pay 165 US dollars per ounce. Can you imagine? So I have no idea what's
Wow.
going on when the markets open on Monday. But I think there is a
Yeah.
big, I'm afraid there is a surprise waiting for us.
I fear that too. It's you listen and there's some that say it's going to go down at some point. It can't sustain, and then others are just saying, just wait and see because it's going to spike tremendously. So it'll be very interesting. How, although more favoring a price increase than anything dipping anytime soon.
Yeah. No, it's really it's crazy if you have a look at the silver prices in India, in China, in Japan. I mean, they are all above 100, yeah, but not a few dollars. They're
Right.
it's crazy, and so I think, as said, I think there might be a surprise waiting for us when the markets here and in the US open on Monday. And also, what I've learned today is it's on the channel of this precious metal dealer. I don't want to mention a name, but it's actually, you can really see that this is also a topic I think that's worth discussing. How much the precious metal community changed, influenced by this crazy price situation nowadays. First of all, on every video, where you had 2 free comments in the past, you have hundreds of comments now, and
No.
so many self-declared expert statements. And what's really strange is the precious metals community was always a community that really tried to get important information through, that usually where opinions were based on good research and so on. And in the meanwhile, you can see this is completely lost. Yeah, there is information shared without any sources. There is so much clickbaiting going on. Yeah. And also what's really strange is if you read the comments and look at the wordings, they're using all these words we are used or that are common in the doomsday prepper community. And this is something that's not really good for the precious metals community from my point of view. If we had this once, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, where we were overrun by the doomsday preppers. and I'm afraid this happens again now. And when I always have to laugh is, there are these channels, they do nothing else but actually reading line by line or quoting what they call mainstream media channels, and then in the comments, everybody is telling them how great their work is, because otherwise people would just get the information from the mainstream media. And then I'm always asking, did you watch the video? This guy did nothing else but read articles from mainstream media.
Mainstream.
Exactly, yeah. So they're referring to, I don't know, to Wall Street Journal, to whatever, and then in the comments the people say, "Oh, thank you, because otherwise people would just have the information from mainstream media." Yeah, but what he did is summarizing mainstream media. Yeah, this is so strange what's going on at the moment, and it's really difficult between all these things. And also, then we discussed it before in the live stream, you have these precious metal dealers that are really sponsoring panic, fear-mongering channels. And this is the second thing I see very critical at the moment. So I think the higher the prices will go, the more you really need to select your sources and the channels you follow very, very well.
Exactly, and find out who are the ones that are most reputable, because you're
Exactly.
right. It's you know, it's so easy to get tempted by some of these channels that are hyping or overhyping, and it's, some of them, if you listen to them 5 years, 4 or 5 years ago, I know when I first started the channel, that were all hyping, they were all predicting that it would be like, for some, let's just face it, where it is today. Will silver ever make it over $100? It's like, yeah, right. They were hyping that 3 years ago, and it's just historically, it's not going to happen. Then all of a sudden, boom, it happens. But you just have to really do your research and find out who are those more trustworthy, solid sites.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Yeah.
I also would recommend, especially for anyone that's getting started, because I think they show videos from the fun show, the big coin show in Florida, and how they had record lines of new people, are all either panicked or they're wanting to get in
Yeah.
on the precious metal games, and they really don't know what they're doing. So it's really important too, I feel like, to find those channels. I know there were so many that supported good advice for new stackers, not the hype, but just advice. And a lot of them taught
Mm-hmm.
to do your own research.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I see very critical as well is, I mean, what are you doing as someone who's new to the topic? You find the community, and the first thing usually you do is you go to the channels with the biggest following. And this is exactly where you have to be very careful in our community, because and I was misquoted recently. I did never say that all sponsored channels are fear mongering and just pushing
Right.
yeah, their sponsors and so on. This is not true. I never said this. I said you need to be careful. Some channels are doing this. This is what I said. So I never said all of them, because there are also good sponsored channels in our community. But you need to be careful there, because some of the biggest channels got so big because they are sponsored, and what they are doing is, of course, pushing the message their sponsors want them to push, like, go out there no matter what the price is and buy everything you can get. Tomorrow it will be too late. Yeah. And this is where you need to be very careful as new stacker coming into the topic. because this is the first thing you see on all, not on all, on some of the biggest channels. This fear mongering, yeah, this buy today, tomorrow it is too late. Yeah? And this is what I think is very dangerous for, especially for young people, stack on a budget. Yeah, because this is what makes them overspend. This is, yeah, what doesn't give them the information they need to make good decisions, and
Hmm.
so on. Yeah? So I think that's very important.
Exactly. And I remember new stacker, I entered right at the beginning of the hype, I would say. This was 2022. And the big thing at that time wasn't so much supply, it was premiums were just outrageous. $14 premium for American
Yeah,
Silver Eagle on top of a
exactly.
spot price that was maybe 15 to $17. But these premiums were just outrageous.
Yeah.
And I remember there, it's like, okay, really trying to be cautious between that stacking and collecting, and what should I be looking for? And it's just really important to do your homework and find out how, what should you be doing to build your stack, and then defining if you're going to be stacking or collecting, or in my case, and I think it's your case too, we're hybrid. I love your quote, which is you stack collectibles.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not a collector. It's very important. If you call me collector, you're banned on my channel.
But I like that,
No, it's
stack collectibles, because that's what I started doing. And what's interesting too is now, when the premiums are so high, I was surprised that I've actually turned some metal for decent premium. Even though spot is so high now that people are buying silver at spot. But my some of my premium stuff is turning, which I was really surprised. I figured it wouldn't with the increase in spot price.
yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I personally I don't have too much high premium stuff. I mean, of course, I have a bit, yeah, because I also love coins, yeah, but I really try hard to stay away from all these high premium collectible things. Yeah,
right.
most of the things I have, I actually like when we met in Prague. Yeah, I bought two of these Czech Lion coins, very high premium coins. But this is like a souvenir. This is something I will keep in my collection, and I take out every few weeks just to enjoy the beauty of the coins, knowing that I will never ever get back the money I paid for it. Yeah, in the meanwhile, maybe. Yeah, in the meanwhile, I will get it back, but I did not expect that. But it's yeah. I mean, I think more than 90% of what I have in precious metals is low premium bullion.
Right, and that's always like the important place to start. Your stack is especially if you're new to it, is build the stack, focus on it instead of the premiums stuff right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Um, One thing I wanted to mention is just amazing how market timing goes. I was able to, with the American Silver Eagles, they were coming out, for 2026, and I happened to spot one of my uh, favorite online dealers. It's called Bold Precious Metals, but not a shameless plug there. But they were offering uh, a pre-sale on American Silver Eagles 2026. So I
Okay.
actually went ahead and ordered some at when the spot price was 50. I think it was $54. And then plus the premium, I think I got the Eagles for like 58 was the total per Eagle. And by the time they arrived, if you go online now, by the time they arrived the other day, they're sitting at over $100 a piece.
Wow.
So you just talk about timing and how that fits into play. It's all market timing, and who's to predict when. Some people, I think, maybe capitalized on it, and what I was going to do is just go ahead and open these up because it just came in. But yeah, these are the 2026 Silver Eagles.
Oh, cool.
So go ahead and drop one out. Yes, I'm touching it because it is bullion, but
Oh, sacrilege! A lot of people get some. I don't know. Um, I think this is related to how to call it in English. Um, yeah, to some neurotic issues. Yeah, that whenever somebody touches
exactly.
silver with the bare hands, they get some kind of allergic reaction or something.
Well, I look at it this way: if somebody touches it, especially these bullion coins like this, they leave a fingerprint or something like that. That just think of it this way:
Yeah,
it's advantageous later on because it becomes blemished, ugly silver. In which case, it's usually offered at a premium or a lower premium. So it winds up benefiting someone later, especially if you're like me with the who likes the blemished eagles because it's a great way to stack. You get a recognizable coin in the U.S. plus you get it at a lower premium because it's ugly.
yeah,
The infamous security. Let's see, where is it in 2026? Trying to find that. Typically, it's got the missing read somewhere, and I can't remember where it is for 2026. Slide it around. There it is, right there. So it's at the what is that? The 11 o'clock position for 2026. It's about 10:30, 11. So they always change it up every year, and that's one of the security features. Now, is it the best? I'll tell you one of the great security features that I really appreciate is on the Britannias, one of my favorite. And of course, I
yeah,
think the Canadian maples have the little, background or the, um, but the Britannia just with that wave, just how, when you move it in different directions, you can see
yeah.
that pattern is just beautiful.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I think I have a Britannia here. I think it's yeah, maybe here it is too small to see. Let's see if we. No, it's too small. Here is the security feature of the Britannia, but I think it's too small to. I think now you can see the trident.
Yes. Yeah, I see the trident.
Yeah, but you don't see the lock if you move it. So yeah, but here is security feature. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It's by the way, talking about the missing read on the American Silver Eagle, an American precious metal dealer, and I posted this on all of my channels. Um, advertised silver philharmonics, and on the picture you could see a silver philharmonic with a reeded edge. And I immediately took this
Whoa.
picture, sent it to Austrian Mint, and said, do you sell coins in the US with reeded edges? And they replied within 2 minutes. Yeah, he
They said
said,
no.
where the hell did you get this picture? I can guarantee you we don't have silver philharmonics with a reeded edge. Yeah. They said, are you sure it's not a platinum philharmonic? I said, read what's written on the coin. There is literally written silver on the coin. Yeah? and and then they said they had no idea. So obviously the I don't know the graphic designer or whatever of this precious metal dealer from the US. I don't know. I think this person took a picture of a platinum philharmonic and then started photoshopping it to make a. I think it was the 2025 philharmonic to make a 2025 film. He changed the year and everything, and obviously took the platinum coin with the reeded edge. Yeah, so this was yeah, a great thing here in Austria because then everybody started requesting. So maybe you should offer silver
You
philharmonics
offer.
with reeded edges. Yeah.
That's their redesign for next year. It's
Yeah.
redesign.
But it was so interesting because this was one of the biggest US precious metal dealers. Yeah, so it was so crazy that they had this on there. And then I sent them an email and said, hey, look, I think you have a mistake here. I asked Austrian Mint that they confirmed there is no silver philharmonic with a reeded edge, and then it changed it within a day.
Well, I have something that might interest you that I found in my coin shop. So I had this one, which is from Austria. Is it the Wiener
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 Neustadt
Neustadt.
or Wiener
Neustadt.
Neustadt? Yeah. This
Yes.
is actually the place where my military academy is located. It's the oldest military academy in the world. It's a Maria Theresia military academy.
Yes. So it's a neat series. And I was looking, and this I got from our good friend Culture of Currency. Is where,
Great guy. One of the sorry to interrupt you. One of the best channels we have. I love his documentary style coin videos. You always learn so much about history, geography, and so on. He's putting so much research and work into his videos. I really love his channel.
he is fascinating, educational.
Yeah.
See, I just did an American flip on it, and it's upside down. So here we go. But yeah, so yeah, fascinating. And I was also going to point out, do you know he's just a few subscribers short of hitting 5,000? So
Yes, I saw it today. I think he's at 4.8K.
yes. So if anybody's not a subscriber or seen his channel, please go to his channel and subscribe.
Please keep your as they are and show the knight on the other side of the coin.
Oh yes. Oh.
Because that's a commemorative coin. And so I want to show you something if I can find it. So look what I have here. StreamYard, this is always so difficult to make this stupid camera focus on something. So, can you see it?
Yes. Is that a gold version?
Yeah, this is actually this is a knight of the Babenberger dynasty, and this coin was was a commemorative coin for 1,000 years of the reign of the Babenberger, which was a royal family in Austria, predecessors of the Habsburg family.
Oh, predecessors of the Habsburg.
Exactly.
Wow.
And so this was actually the first gold bullion coin issued here in Austria after the monarchy. So this was a 1,000 shilling bullion coin.
It's incredible. Oh, and I just want to point out for everyone, just like we were talking about culture currency, you can learn a lot from Austrian Stacker too. He's great on history.
Yeah, I'm very much interested in history of the how do you call it, the royal families of Europe and you know, especially countries actually that were a monarchy but are now have a republic, a democratic system. And yeah, I think that's very interesting. And I always say this. Yeah, I think coins do really show to really tell a lot about the history of and the culture of a country. And this is why I actually like coins so much.
Oh, exactly. Great way to preserve. But the cool story is I had this from Culture of Currency, and just I've talked about it, I think, even on our last live stream about how as the silver is increasing in spot price, more people are selling, which I noticed that now all of a sudden there's more variety because people that had unique things like this, may have been stacking them for a long time. And then once the spot price went high, they started selling. So there's more variety. And this week, look what I found in the generic bin at my local coin shop.
That is the Austrian Robin Hood coin, eh?
Yes, and it's the same year as the Wiener Neustadt.
Yeah, I think they're even from the same coin series. All of these coins are related to one important story. This is what a lot of people don't know, that how is it called in English? Richard Lionheart, I think.
Yes, Richard the
Of England,
Lionhearted.
yeah. He was Austria and the Austrian Empire and the British or English Empire at that time were not the best friends. And on his way back from the Crusades, he crossed Austria, and he was taken hostage, and the English had to pay. Yeah, they actually delivered tons of silver to Austria to get their king back. So we finally released them after receiving tons of silver from them. And this is actually this was the start of Tyrolean mint, because I mean afterwards they discovered one of the biggest silver mines in Europe in Tyrol. But before that, Austria did not have silver to start minting our own mints. So with all these tons of silver we got from the English for in exchange for their king, for King Lionheart, Richard Lionheart, we started minting the thaler.
The infamous Talar.
Yeah, so this was actually the first. I don't know how many thousand thalers that were minted in Tyrol were minted from the silver we got from the English. That was the silver they paid to get the king back.
Is that the king's ransom?
Yeah, exactly. Ransom. That's the word I couldn't find here. Sorry. You know, sorry, but English is not my first language. Yeah, so it's I'm always coming into these situations where I don't find the right words.
So with silver prices so high, it's a little bit harder to buy, especially it doesn't go as far as it used to. So I was thinking, what could I do with some of my I say old, scruffy, ugly silver. So I
Yeah.
did this over the holiday. I took this generic Merry Christmas round. It was from 2015, very vintage, but it was ugly. It was all beat up, dinged, had scruffs on it. The toning was terrible. So what I did was is just cleaned it, and then I just use it as a pet project, just to tone it up, just to
Mm-hmm.
see if I could make it look nicer. And I will tell you, it may not be perfect, and I'm not that great did a good job on it, but this looks way better than it did before.
Do you use any chemicals, or how do you tone the
Yes, I'm just
work?
using it's called liver of sulfur.
Ah,
It's
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I just use liver of sulfur, and just by listening to, again, good channels, because our stacking community can go in so many different directions. Case in point, if you can look at stacking advice, you can look at investment advice, collecting advice. There are, for example, coin rings. There's several good channels out there that talk about how they make coin rings. And a lot of those I started watching that started talking about how they tone these coin rings. And so I used a lot of that technique and just started playing around. And JT Coin Rings is one of those, real popular in the US. He's a big stacking community supporter. And he's the one that gave me the advice of liver of sulfur. So I just started playing around with it. He also gave me some other advice, like heating it up first, because sometimes the toning, artificial toning doesn't stick. So I kind of heat the metal up before it goes into the warm solution. And then also, if you read the instructions, it talks about leaving it in for 2 or 3 minutes. So his advice also was to leave it in for 30 minutes. So I just set a timer, and yeah, the results are far better than the first ones I did, but getting better. And I think it looks better than it did before, all beat up.
Liver of sulfur, if I remember correctly. I mean, I have a degree in chemistry, so it's really a shame, yeah. But that's how is it called in English? Potassium sulfide or something?
I know it's got sulfur. I can't remember what the other ingredients are in it, but easy mixture. It comes as a gel, and I pop it into a little dish, and just let it sit. Yeah, maybe flip it around halfway through, just so it makes sure that everything gets dressed. Because sometimes if you put it in a container, sometimes it's touching the container and the chemical doesn't react um, uniformly. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a very interesting thing. I actually in my last exam I had exactly this question. Yeah, why do chemical reactions sometimes they start immediately and sometimes they do not start? Yeah, and so I had to talk about catalysts for like half an hour. Yeah, and yeah, I had no clue what I was talking about. This was the topic I did not prepare.
Um, exactly, but this is something to do.
Potassium. Yeah, sorry, frostbite. Just said potassium sulfide. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
right.
there
Cool.
you go.
Like,
So that chemistry degree did some good.
yeah, my professor, may he rest in peace, would be proud of me now.
Goodness. So
I
how?
think when I graduated, I think he was already 102 or something. So
Oh wow.
no, he's I mean he died. I think with 96 or 97 years or something. So a long life, and
Long life.
was involved in research and so on. His entire life, yeah, until he died. Was one of the smartest persons I've ever met.
And recently, on a visit to my local coin shop, I realized that I thought I was like the only one enthused about Czech mint products, Czech Lions. And then recently, I found this in my coin shop, which is a 2023 gold Czech Lion.
Wow, is it a 10th ounce or?
It's a, I want to say it's smaller than that. It looks like it's a zero point 0.5 gram. So it's, so yeah, half gram. So yeah, it's
Wow,
very small.
it looks so huge.
It does. It's the camera. You know how the fish,
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it
Cool.
this comes off of a series where it's an assay card. I think it's got like 10 of them, and you can cut off the individuals
Ah,
or
yeah, yeah,
break them
yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah.
So this was just sitting in the coin shop, and I was just perusing, and all of a sudden I was like, "Oh, I recognize that packaging," and then it's like I recognize that lion.
Yeah. I'm 100% sure we'll see more of this half gram, 1 gram coins in the future. I'm 100% sure that the more expensive golds get, I think the smaller the coins will be in the future.
Yeah, I agree. Because at some point there's going to be demand from those that just don't can't afford an ounce at a
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
And
I think we'll see this coming. Yeah.
I know there's still advice like you're better off waiting to buy a full ounce, and there may be logic to that, but I also know that it's kind of hard to stave off because now what you used to could wait 2 months or 3 months and buy an ounce, that could take a year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And this is also what I always tell. Yeah, when I mean some channels are still yeah telling that don't lose on premiums, buy at least a quarter ounce or whatever. I mean, sorry, we need to consider that. I'm sure more than 90% of the community are people like you, people like me, stacking on a budget. Yeah, we don't have the thousands of dollars and euros available every single month and can go and buy full ounce coins or quarter ounce coins. I'm happy sometimes if I have 100 or 200 left, yeah, and can buy something small. Yeah, and this is why we are all hashtag team fractional,
That's
because
right.
we are representing 90% or more than 99% of the community. So 99% of the community, I'm pretty sure, is not able to buy kilo bars or whatever. I think 99% of the community buy fractional.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Put it this way, I appreciate the um, the fractional more and more. I'm going to put your little sticker out here next time, so we can talk about fractional.
Wait. I have a sticker somewhere. Where do I have my stickers? So, never let your wife clean up your desk.
Fortunately, my
So,
wife doesn't want to be come anywhere near this.
oh no, sorry, it's the wrong one. That's the EU stickers. No, that's not the one I wanted to show. That's my 4K sticker. Dang, where is my Team Fractional stickers? Ah, here is one. Here is one. Look, no, that's the one I was searching for. Team
There are
Fractional.
team fractional. So yes, I think we should get revive that little club and promote it here in the U.S. too, because I do agree with you. I think more and more people, especially when it comes to gold, and it may even turn that way with silver. Silver keeps climbing, where people are
Yep.
going to start buying more and more fractional, little fractional pieces of silver, right?
Yeah, and I think what LEV, which is actually Geiger, what they do in Germany, I think it's really smart that they are producing the, yeah, exactly. By the way, it's don't listen to International Stacker. He's not able to pronounce that correctly. Yeah, it's called Schloss Güldengossa.
Oh,
And
that is not even how I would have pronounced it.
so I always I always have to laugh when he tries to pronounce this. But he tries this every single time when he shows a Geiger bar. Schloss Güldengossa. It's always so funny.
All right,
It's
give it to us one more time. It's how do you pronounce it?
it's Schloss. Schloss means palace.
Schloss.
Güldengossa.
Gu- gu-
Gülden is the
Guldengasse.
Güldengossa.
Gulden. All right. Yes. Oh,
Güldengossa. Gülden is the old German word for gold.
Guld. Guldengasse.
If you say it is Gülden, it means it is made from gold.
Gold. All
So
right.
which means actually the golden palace of Gossa. Yeah. If you translate it to English, it doesn't make sense, yeah, but in German it makes more sense.
One of my so that makes sense when you say Schloss, because one of my favorite wines is made by Schloss Volrad, which I guess
Hmm.
is some sort of a palace. I don't know what Volrad means, but it's a great Riesling.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, we call palaces, we call them Schloss here in Austria. It's and in Austria and Germany you have different words for this. For example, they use the word Kathedrale, which is cathedral. We use the word Dom, which is a completely different word, but it's the same meaning. So we have, and Schloss is a typical Bavarian Austrian, yeah, thing. We don't call things palace, we call it Schloss.
Schloss. All
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Well, I know.
No, but I think it's good because what they are doing is for a long time already. They are selling uh, how is it called in English, the Noah's Ark coin in. They also sell tubes of quarter ounce and half ounce silver coins.
Is that the Noah's Ark for Armenia? The Armenian?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And that's produced by also by LEV. It's called Leipziger Edelmetallverarbeitung, but it's part of the Geiger Group.
hmm. So I have a question or just some comment from I noticed Frostbite Coins is in the live stream, and he's got a great channel, and I've had the pleasure of meeting
Yeah,
him
he
a
does.
couple of times as well.
Ah,
And
cool.
yeah, so but I have these, and I think we had chatted about this. Two rolls of the 2025 Philadelphia and Denver pennies.
Ah,
So
cool.
so these are the 2025s. It looks like it's going to be, a very low mintage. 2025 was very low mintage. So I'm hoping that someday these will have some value because they were low mintage, but also the last year of the penny. So
Yeah, you're already a millionaire without knowing it because I saw on eBay one of these coins offered for 48,000 euros. Unfortunately, nobody bought it the last 2 months, but there are crazy offers on eBay, always mentioning that this is the last chance to get one of these penny and it will be worth millions in the future.
I think it'll be last chance till it's not the last chance. it's, it's
But
it's just
it's
like some
great.
of the
Sorry, go ahead.
it's just like some of these performers. It's like it's the final tour, and then it's the final tour.
Yeah, yeah. And then the very last final, and then the ultimately last very last final. And yeah, no, it's good that you already have some 2026 coins. Honestly, I wanted to buy 2026 Philharmonics and Maple Leafs or Britannias, and then I ended up buying older coins from, as you can see here, yeah, from San Marino and from Malta, because they were much cheaper than the bullion for the 2026 bullion. So actually, it wasn't even planned there to buy them, but they were much cheaper, so I bought some of them.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna mention goals. Do you keep stacking goals or goals for the year?
Yeah, I mean, what I'm still working on is, I'm always, my goals is always to fill up some tubes. So what I'm still working on is actually to fill up this tube of quarter ounce gold coins. But as you can see, I started it in if you can read it, in 2024. So this is what I've accumulated so far.
Oh, nice.
Um, so I'm 100% sure I will also not finish it this year. So usually it took me like 1.5 years to fill up a tube of quarter ounce gold coins. Now it takes me much more longer, because I also have to do some investments in the house and so on. And the second thing is, and I think that's more likely, is I'm working on this tube of 10th ounce gold coins, and what I have in this tube so far is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10th ounce gold coins. So this is actually, and silver, I mean, I want to continue, but to be honest, these crazy prices, I first want to see how sustainable the prices, I mean, how sustainable this situation is, how long it will last, and if there will be a reset or put, I don't know, how do you call it, a correction or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I will wait a bit longer, but I try. Yeah, I mean, whenever I see a coin shop or a precious metal dealer, usually, and I have some money left, I buy 1 or 2 coins just to add to the stack constantly. But yeah, silver, I don't have a goal yet. Yeah, so I want to continue buying silver, but I don't have a goal yet. But gold, definitely this 10th ounce coin tube, I want to fill up.
Yeah. It seems like every year I always try to fill up whatever tubes. The problem is then I start a new tube and then I have to fill it up for the next year.
Okay. I mean, I also have a lot of other tubes I need to fill up. Yeah, I have a tube of Krugerrands, where 10 coins are missing. I have a tube of Maples where I think 7 coins are missing. I have a tube of Noah's Ark coins where I think 3 are missing. So this is most likely that I will fill this up this year. But the other ones I'm not sure yet, because as said, yeah, then I get other coins like the Malta coins here on the table, much cheaper, and then I go for the Malta coins.
Well, I had 2023 stacking goals, which were very simple, just to kind of improve my stack, and I've made it achievable, not really a stretch. Uh, 2024, actually, I think it was either your channel or some of the other channels that actually wrote out my goals, and this is 2024, which was collecting at least 200 ounces of silver, 2 ounces of gold, which I did. I actually collected 3 ounces. And then I had some YouTube goals, which was to meet Yankee Stacking, which I was able to accomplish, and to meet, Tim Marshner at the Coin and Stamp Shop in New Hampshire. Create at
Sorry,
least two.
Tim is the guy that always shows up in Yankees videos.
Yes,
Isn't he? Yeah. Okay. Good.
this guy right here. Yep, Tim.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
so I got to meet Tim and Yankee, at least to create 10 YouTube shorts and 5 full-length videos, and I did that. And then I also published my very first video. So this was my channel breakout year, I guess you could say, in
Cool.
2024, where I actually started making my presence known.
Cool. So
2025.
where is Meet Ran So Far Away and Austrian Stacker in Prague on that list?
Oh, it's on this list right here. So 2025, I had some stretch goals in this one, and some were good, some not as good, right? So I had 200 ounces of silver again, which I was able to do, especially with Czech Lions and American Silver Eagles. And look at that, fill incomplete tubes.
Yeah.
Yep. So I filled up my Philharmonic, and I've got an empty one right now, so I haven't started a new one. Britannia is all this, so I was able to accomplish it. I wanted gold, so I kept it 2 ounces again, but I had a target in mind. And with the help from my local coin shop, those guys were looking for the right one at the right time. And so I have here at least one St. Gaudens $20 double eagle. It's a gem grade,
Oh.
but I was able to finally score it because it goes back to history. I
Uh-huh.
love history, and I wanted, a piece of history, not just a coin of gold, a more modern standard. I wanted something historical, pre 33.
Oh, that's cool.
So what I did not finish is this is my first goal that I did not complete, which was a 1/10 ounce uh, American Gold Eagle. I wanted to fill a tube. So I got close, but I didn't quite hit it.
Mm-hmm.
And then here we go. When we were in Prague, I had my goal was to visit 3 local coin shops and the Czech Mint. So I was able to go to the Czech Mint. We went to Česká národní banka, which was the Czech National Bank, where they have the large gold coin in Europe. Lunds Mintendal, which is a coin shop in Sweden. It was a great place. I got to meet, which is, and then Alpha Fia. What's unique about these experiences is these are what I would call old school, how I would picture a coin shop. You go in, you have a conversation, you get to meet people. The owner here, I can't tell you how much friendly he was and just helpful. And same thing at Alpha Fia. This is the experience where you go in and you sit at the table, you tell them what you want. They pour some Slivovitz, which is the Czech alcohol. You have a shot of it, brings you some things out. You can look through stamps, postcards, coins, notes, get another shot, and he brings more, and another shot brings more, and then you leave buying way more than you expected.
I'm just showing you refer to this coin we've seen in Prague. I just show
Yes.
it. This is the largest gold coin in Europe. And what I like so much is there is the Austrian Mint logo on it because Austrian Mint minted this coin.
Yes.
And I will also show the other side of the coin. I just wanted to show it so that people know what we are talking about. So this is actually the other side of the coin. It's a beautiful coin.
It is.
And here you can see, look, Münze Österreich, Austrian Mint.
Well, it goes to show you, friendly neighbors, even in the minting.
Yeah, I think with Czech or with all our neighbors, I think we have very good relations. Yeah. And by the way, there is a great comment from Frostbite. He asks if you have a picture of Tim in your wallet.
No, I'll get that next time. Need to get a picture.
The real gear is asking, "Hey, Baja Wildman, hi." A long time no see. Good to see you here. Real Gear is asking if one was not to own any ounces of gold, what would be your first 1 ounce coin round of gold or bar? Thinking Buffalo or Eagle, is the gold Eagle as liquid as the silver Eagle over here in the US? I think that's a question you need to answer. I think for me as European who shouldn't make any statement on US coins, but if you prefer 4/9's fine, I think the Buffalo is the better coin. If you want to go for a well-recognized liquid coin that's not 4/9's fine, then I think the Gold Eagle is better. So what's the expert opinion on that?
Well, in my opinion, I'm going to take it back since you said if you don't own any ounces of gold, I'm going to assume that you're new into stacking and looking at the gold. And if that's the case, I would lean towards the Gold Eagle, um, just because yes, it's recognizable. It is a U.S. coin, and it's just to me a good place to start. Uh, the gold buffaloes, they are wonderful because you're talking about 90% gold versus 3/9 fine. Buffalo is 3/9 fine. So if you're just wanting pure gold, those are nice typically they carry a little bit more of a premium that I've seen. But if you're just looking for a good entry into a recognizable and liquid gold, uh, I would say lean towards the Eagle, Gold Eagle.
I have to say the gold eagle is or the silver eagle as well is one of the very few coins where I like the newer version more than the old one.
On the with the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got one of those buffaloes like that. I saw your video, by the way, when you got the buffalo. It was awesome. I
That was
have.
my sorry. That was my first 1 ounce gold coin, and I wanted to be something special. And as you might know, I really like the USA, so they had a gold buffalo, and I said, okay, I need to have this coin.
So for real gear up survival, there's your answer right there. So even in Austria, go for the American gold coin. So you're in the right place.
But I have to say, I bought this coin knowing that this is probably the buffalo here in Austria is probably the most expensive bullion you can buy for money, and I knew that. But it was my first, and I think I bought it for 1,400 or 1,500 euros. So back then it didn't matter too much, yeah, because I mean, gold was relatively cheap back then. But I wanted it to be a very special coin, and I went there. The only thing I knew is I had enough money saved to buy my first 1 ounce gold coin, and I told the guy in the shop I wanted to be a special coin because it's my first 1 ounce gold coin. And then he looked around everywhere and so on and said, "Do you like the US?" I said, "I love the US. I've been to 28 different states in the US." Then he said, "Okay," and he put the buffalo on the table. I said, "Wow, okay, I take it."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's definitely can't go wrong. I did a video not too long ago on the counter stamp. I know you made a comment on how neat it was. I just found something unusual with this penny in my pocket change and just really started looking and researching it. And that's why I did a video on this
Yeah.
of what a JFK counter stamp. And it's actually, now who knows how many have passed through my pockets in all my years, and I just never paid attention to it until
Hmm.
now. And especially, I have more of a numismatic interest than I used to, so I just pay more, closer attention. But it was a neat little find.
But it's very interesting. On my first trip ever to the US, which was to Washington, D.C., um, I got several banknotes with this, what was written on it? Um, I think it's called Where Have I Been or something.com or something like that. There were stamps on the banknote, and you could go to this homepage and put in the serial number, and there was like 5 different countries, people register actually where they are holding this banknote in their hand, and they register it, and you could see this banknote I got in Washington D.C. It was a $1 banknote, has already been to I think 3 different South American countries, to the United States, to Canada, and now it ended up in my collection here in Austria. So I think this putting stamps and on banknotes and counter stamping pennies and
Hmm.
so on. I think that's quite common in the US, no?
Yeah, I don't know how common it is, but yeah, it does. The more I've researched it, the more are out there than I ever paid attention to. So yes, I would say common. It's a common practice. I don't know how prevalent they are, but it's definitely something done.
Let me see if I can find the banknote here. Um, I would really
While
like
you
to show it.
while you're looking at that, if you don't mind, I'm going to finish this up because
Yeah, yeah.
these are my channel goals, and I just want to talk about goals. Uh,
Yeah, sorry. I'm always
no,
interrupting. Yeah, sorry for that.
2025, I did my first live stream, so I got over my stage fright, so it's a little bit easier to talk now on live streams. I didn't quite hit all my channel goals, but I did want to point out is that I wanted to achieve 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. I didn't quite get there. I'm at about six. What was it? 670 something or 685. I would like to ask though, if anybody isn't a subscriber yet, please check out my channel and subscribe. I also have a video that has a cool giveaway if you're in the US. That if you watch my latest video and subscribe, I've got a giveaway opportunity that's going to be drawn on President's Day, and that's for a cool JFK proof coin.
Can you maybe do an announcement in the community section of your channel, because then I can share it on my channel as well?
Sure.
Yeah, cool. If you do that, then I will share it here. I mean, I also don't have a huge following, but I have a few more subscribers, so maybe I can motivate
You have
some
more from
people
the
to.
US than you think. You're very popular here.
This is another stamp. This is another stamp. I did not mean this one, but I cannot find the other banknote here. Here is see where I've been, track where I go next, www.where'sgeorge.com. So this is also one of these homepages.
Oh, that's cool. Have you
So
gone to that web page?
yeah, I did, and I put in the serial number, and I found out that this did never leave the US before it ended up in my wallet. And I just kept them in a poor condition, yeah, but I kept it because of this stamp. Yeah, so I found this cool. I have two of them, but I cannot find the other one. The other one has another homepage, but I really liked it, because then you see where this banknote has been, yeah, and a lot of banknotes from the US. I went through, yeah, with generic serial numbers, and a lot of banknotes from the US have been to Europe, to Asia, to South America, and so on before they return to the US. It's really interesting.
Yeah. I'd never heard of that. That's cool. And I guess whenever you get it, you go to the website, you plug the serial number in or find it and tell
Yeah.
where it's at. That's a neat concept. I wonder how long that's been out or around.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea if Americans care about this, but we stupid tourists, we do.
No, I think it's a neat. I mean, we've got Flat Stanley and Where's Waldo's, so hey, we
Yeah, okay.
care.
Cool.
I remember
I,
taking Flat Stanley all over my adventures and travel and stuff, and taking pictures for my children's classroom and everything else. So it's
mhm, cool.
speaking of that, I was going to say my daughter just recently went to a trip to Europe, and while
Ah,
it's not a
okay.
coin, she brought back this, which is a little souvenir token from Westminster Abbey in the UK, because she knows that I tend to, even if it's not truly a coin or silver or anything like that, it's
Yeah,
just I like to collect these little
yeah, it's beautiful.
exonumia pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I uploaded a video. I also collect souvenir. We call it souvenir coins. Yeah, I don't know what's the correct um, term for this in English, but I also collect them. I even made a video. I have a lot of them. Whenever I go somewhere, I always collect this.
Yep,
Um,
little token coins for your travel.
yeah, souvenir token, whatever. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really nice. So she has been to the UK.
Yes, over
Cool.
the holidays. So over
Yeah.
Christmas, she was in the UK.
I think the reason why she goes there is another reason than why all the kids here go to the UK. They go there to learn English. I assume she had another reason to go there.
Oh, uh, she just loves the UK. So she always wanted. She
Cool.
went there on a layover to on a trip, and always wanted to go back. So yeah, it
Yeah.
chose the holiday.
That's great. That's great. No, it's so funny because that the kids here usually or the vacations when they are a bit older, yeah, they go either to Malta or to the UK for, we always call it language holidays, yeah. And actually they go around and can do some sightseeing and so on, and every day they have a few hours of language lessons, so it's quite common here.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna follow up. Last part, which is the part you've been waiting for, is yes, to meet at least 5 YouTube community stackers in person. And so I just want to give a great shout out to, as we talked about him earlier, Culture of Currency.
Yes.
I had the opportunity to meet him at his favorite coin shop at Longhorn Gold and Silver. Frostbite, he's on, I think, on
Hmm.
our live stream. Wonderful fella. Of course,
Yep.
you and ran so far away in Prague, and that was a great adventure, and it's a great adventure that keeps going. So thanks everybody for joining our live stream. This all came from that great adventure. And then Ravenhawk Coins, if you're not familiar with him, he does some coin
Yeah,
auctions,
sure.
and I was able to meet him in person.
And he plays guitar as well.
I did not know that. That's great. And
Yep.
you're quite the guitar player as well, right? I know that you've got a really nice guitar pick. That's
Yeah, I mean, I started playing guitar when I was 6 years old. So I went to how's it called in English, music school, for 8 years, to learn guitar. And then I found out that rock is much better than classical music. So I traded my classical Spanish guitar for my first Fender Stratocaster. But
no.
yeah, one of my favorite coins actually is the silver guitar pick, the
Yes, I
Fender
remember your
silver guitar
video.
pick. Yeah,
You have some
and
unique stuff.
I have something going on with Liberty Bleed Silver. We talked about it that one day in a live stream we will both play with this silver guitar picks, but I think we did not agree on what to play yet. My suggestion is Yellow Ledbetter by Pearl Jam. I don't know what's his opinion. I think he's more into Kiss and but he's also very much into 80s rock. Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
um, CMTYA says Austrian Sacker drinking at 18. Actually, here you're allowed to drink at 16, which is from my point of view not really good. At least hard drinks should not be available under 18. But I don't understand. Yeah, how we end up talking about drinking at 18. but please tell me.
Maybe it's because my can of Cozell here, which, by the way, everything here in my background symbolizes something. And, in future live streams, we could talk more about it. But what ran so far away and Austrian Stacker know that Cozell happens to be my favorite Czech beer. So there's a little bit of a tribute to it here.
Yep, I think we can confirm that. One of my great uncles was a tutor of music at Nottingham University for most of his career. Wow, cool. I've been to Nottingham. That's a beautiful town. I like the Robin Hood statue there. I don't even know why. I think I was on the way through and stopped there, and it's beautiful. The cathedral, and it's a beautiful place. So you reached more or less all your 2025 goals. That's a summary, right?
Yeah, that's the summary of it. I missed a few, and that's okay, because
I
we
missed
just
all.
keep stressing. Well, so somebody said that the best way to achieve them is just not have them.
Yeah, that's right. No, I mean, I need to have these stacking goals to keep myself motivated and focused. And really, just a few months where I don't do this, then I look back. What did I buy instead of building up? Or increasing my stack, adding weight to my stack, then usually it's things I definitely do not need. It's for me, it helps me a lot to stay focused and not to waste my money on completely useless stuff. Because usually then I buy stuff for the garden or tools, whatever. Yeah, I love to buy tools for whatever reason, even if I never ever need them. Yeah, but just to know that you have them in case. Yeah. just in case.
Right.
And yeah, stacking helps me really to keep my money together and to save money. And I have to say, I missed almost all of my stacking goals, all of my 2025 stacking goals, because simply the prices went so crazy, and I had to do some investments. I had to invest some money into the house, and yeah, so I wish I could have bought more, but at these prices, I decided, yeah, I will finish the things that need to be done in the house.
Right. Well, sooner or later you can just yeah, just turn in a coin and you can buy some more projects. But
Yeah,
I'm I'm
that's right.
I'm not at the
Buy
point I want
work.
to give it up.
Yeah, you can buy work later on.
Mhm. Well, I did want to give you some props though on that Count Dracula coin. I thought that was pretty slick coin.
Yeah, that's a cool coin. And what's really interesting is actually that the Royal Mint took the castle that actually inspired the movie, or the movies, which is Bran Castle, but this is not the Dracula Castle. And this is why on my channel I posted pictures of the real Dracula Castle, which is in Târgoviște in Romania. But it's not the castle that's depicted on the coin. So I think someone at the Royal Mint in the UK, yeah, was a bit too much inspired by movies and not by history.
By
I'm
history.
afraid. Yeah.
Good. Well, this has been a good live stream.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, who was it before? Somebody talked about. I cannot find this comment now. Yeah. It was Frostbite. Frostbite said the Buffalo is an amazing design. Yes, I have an idea. Would you both like to do a live stream? Frostbite, I think this would be a cool idea to do a live stream together. Jack, you and me.
Yes, absolutely.
I'd love to do that. But I apologize before we do that. You know, English is not my first language here, so please, yeah, ignore some linguistic creativity. Cool. No, this is what I think would be a great idea.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
And I always tell this whenever I talk to people about live streams, my channel is not monetized, and my channel will never ever be monetized. That's a decision I made a long time ago. So if anyone wants to make a live stream, it doesn't need to be on my channel. Yeah? So I'm happy to do it on any other channel as well. Like recently, Ace Bullion, he's also in the chat, and I started doing live streams, which is also a lot of fun. And yeah, I think now, as he officially declared war on me, I think the fun is over now. But you know, there was a thing going on with this Dracula coin. So yeah, so I'm always happy to do live streams, but it doesn't need to be on my channel. Yeah, if it helps anyone, I can promote it on my channel and ask other people to promote it as well, and we can do it on your channels. So it doesn't need to be on my channel. Yeah, my channel is not monetized. It doesn't make any difference for me on what channel we are doing the live stream.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Hey, Ace just said, "Ooh, you're still in trouble." Look, the thing is, yeah, you know, Ace and I, we have this thing going on. Actually, he has this thing going on because I always win it. Yeah, so for me, it's boring. It's about who shows a coin first, and 99.999% of the time, I'm always showing the coin weeks before he can show the coin on his channel. And the Dracula coin was the only coin he could show first ever. And the reason is, I told in one of my last short videos, he hacked my channel and changed my password to make it impossible for me to show it first. And even then, it took him 3 days to release a video on this coin. And this is the only reason why first time ever he was able to show a coin before I could show it on my channel. And I don't know why, but after that video, he declared war on me. So He says, "Keep dreaming of higher doing a depot." No, I mean, of course, I'm just joking. It's, but also please, Ace Bullion, check out his channel. He's doing a lot of great coin reviews, and yeah, what I really like is this is what I like with you mentioned culture of currency, also your channel, Ace Bullion's channel. You see a lot of things on these channels that you did not already see 500 times on YouTube. There are
Right.
unfortunately, it's whenever there is a new coin from some specific mints, yeah, like the Kookaburra, you can see Kookaburra on 1,200 different channels within 5 days, as soon as the newest coin is released. And this is really getting boring because then you're clicking through, I don't know, 500 Kookaburra videos to find something that's really interesting because everybody already showed it. And these are channels that show new things, yeah, that show things you haven't already seen on 500 other channels. And this is why I really like these channels. It's also like Silver Struck, for example. I really like his vintage collection and so on. And I always go back there because I know whenever I go there, I see something I've never seen before. And this is what I really appreciate.
Absolutely. It always finding that those unique things to talk about. Speaking of unique things to talk about, I did want to say this for all those in the U.S. who are watching. I did some research and talk about how coins relate to history. So this is a Washington
Mhm.
quarter from 19. This says 54. Yeah, 1954. It's Washington quarter, 1954. Well, when you tie it to history, what happened in 1954? Well, again, if you're in the US, that was the year that the Girl Scouts introduced the wonderful peanut butter sandwich cookies. And they just happen to be selling, all the Girl Scouts are selling cookies right now. So I just wanted to show just how a date can tie in to a great historical event. And I'm probably, you might be able to tell, I like my peanut butter sandwich cookies because the Girl Scouts really know how to make cookies.
And that was 1954. Cool.
Yep. Coins in history. And here I started out stacking, and now it's like all of a sudden you get something in your stack and you just get a bug going, huh? Let me research about that and find out what that meant or what significance it had. And then all of a sudden, then you get into stacking collectibles. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, it's I think as I said before, yeah, it's coins tell a lot about history, culture, and so on. And I think especially this yeah, this approach, yeah, to think about what happened in a specific year. If you hold a coin in your hands, I think that's how to say that raises awareness for history and I mean
Hmm.
nowadays with the internet, yeah, it's something. This is something I don't understand. Yeah, I mean we spent so much time when I was a student. Yeah, we spent so much time in libraries, and we this was really hard work to get the information you needed for a certain topic about a certain topic. And nowadays, kids are holding the knowledge of the whole world in their hand in form of an iPhone. Yeah? They have access to literally everything. And what are they doing with it? They are swiping through, dancing, brain dead, sorry for using this word, jumping around lunatics, and
Yep.
for hours instead of using it, for example, to research what happened in the year a coin was minted, I'm holding in my hand or something like that. Yeah?
Exactly.
Uh, no, it's
Exactly.
really it hurts me so much. I read statistics. A friend of mine is a professor at the University of Vienna, and they did some research on the use of the internet. And he said it's really crazy. Yeah, it's depending on, of course, on the educational level, but also on the age, what smartphones are used for. And the higher the educational level and the older the people are, the more they use databases and Google for historic topics, whatever. Yeah, it's like, for example, I'm doing this when you, Ran, and I, when we've been to Prague together, and I saw a statue with a name I've never heard before. The first thing is I take out my iPhone,
Uh-huh.
Google, and I search for this name. Yeah, because I want to know who was this person. And this is something. I think the younger generation, they are blind for this. They do not even think about this anymore. Yeah, they're simply not interested in that.
And the tools are right there in their hand,
Yeah,
in being
exactly.
able to research it on the fly.
Yeah, it's so easy. Yeah, it's so easy nowadays to get access to everything. Yeah, they don't need to do a lot of research, whatever. And what are they using it for? They're using it for swiping through, yeah, stupid trending dances and pranks, and that hurts. It really hurts.
I hear you.
Hey, Renzo Faraway's here.
Yeah.
Ran, you are a bit late. We thought you're gonna join us here on a panel, but yeah.
Better late than never.
Yeah, of course. No, great to have you here. Cool. So what are your plans for 2026?
There's still a work in progress because I intend to create new goals. So definitely, and some of those goals, like I'm probably gonna still continue to aim for 1,000 subscribers instead of 2025, a goal for 2026. So if it's all right, I'm going to leave my link to my channel again. So please, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please check it out, and that means check it out, and subscribe. And again, I've got that video, my last video, that has a cool giveaway that I'll be selecting a winner on President's Day, February 16th, for this proof JFK coin.
Ooh.
This is a John F. Kennedy, because my topic of my video was on the JFK counter stamp.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I decided that let's just go ahead and give away on President's Day a John F. Kennedy proof. This is actually a cameo proof, which is really neat
Oh,
because I
that's
like the
beautiful.
frosted with the whole nice design. So yeah, so check out my channel. I'll leave my link.
Yep, and as said, yeah, if you post something on your community tab on your channel, then I will also share it. Yeah, and
I will do that.
please, all here who are not already subscribed to check, please do that. Support this man.
Yeah, much appreciated.
No, of course. I mean, that's what the community is for, and this is what I always say. I mean, we are a niche in a niche. Yeah, we are such a small community. We are a community where the biggest channels, and I'm not talking about the ones buying subscribers, where the biggest channels have maybe 20,000-40,000 subscribers. Yeah, and so I mean, we are such a small community. We really need to support each other. Otherwise, it's impossible to grow our channels. And what I can really see is that, I mean, it's hard to grow a channel in our community because it's not the biggest community. But being authentic and creating meaningful content, I think, is what our community needs. Yeah, what our community doesn't need is fear mongering and buy this, buy that.
Right,
Videos by
exactly.
now or never. I think we need more channels that really give tips and share the. I mean, sharing the stacking journey, and everybody, of course, everybody needs to do their own research and need to make their own decisions according to the budget. But I think what's really important is that more people share the stacking journey because, as said before, yeah, 90% of us at least stack on a budget and are normal people with normal budgets and not the super rich 1 ounce gold coin guys. So I think it's really important that these channels do not disappear. And this is something I really hate. A lot of good channels disappeared for exactly that reason, because it's so difficult to grow a channel in this small community. And then some people simply give up after a certain time, because they want the channel to be monetized, but they never reach this goal and so on. So please support each other.
Yes, absolutely. To grow the community.
Yep, exactly. So what's going on
Wow.
in the chat here? Can I say I'm pushing for 5K big giveaway if you haven't seen yet? Yes, of course, you can say that, Ace Bullion. Also, please post something on your community tab and I will also share it. I mean, I think you have more subscribers than I do, so I'm not sure if that helps, but at least I did what I could to help you.
And
And
I
please post a link if you have a video or something. Please feel free in my chats. You can do self promotion. I do not care. So please post links in my live stream chats or also in the comments. I don't have an issue with that. So please feel free to do that, because this is actually here for the community to connect with each other.
Yeah, and Turan so far away said, pour some water on your channel, it will grow. Just remember to add the fertilizer.
Yeah. Can dig a 6-foot grave to help me get rid of vampires. That's right. I like Ace's sense of humor. But most probably I would be the same if I wouldn't be able to ever show a coin first. And also, what I really want to mention that what I really appreciate in our community is that there are a lot of people in our community who are really great members of our community, but for whatever reason decided that they won't start their own channel. But they're so like Renzo Far Away is one of these people. Very supportive, always here, always
Super.
helping out whenever you need something, supporting a lot of channels. So I think we should also mention these people from time to time, even if they don't have their own channels. But I think that's what makes our community so unique. That there's a lot of interaction going on, and what can I say? It's a great community. And this is why we should be very careful with it. We should not start, for a certain time, especially during the COVID time. There was a lot of drama and fights between channels and so on. So please treat each other respectfully and appreciate each other and be careful with what we have here. Because it's really a great community with great people. So we should really be careful with what we have here, what we have built up over years.
Yep, well said. Well said.
So what else is going on? Beer is good, probiotics. Yep, and beer is good for your kidneys, I've heard. Okay, folks, have to get going. Who's that? Frostbite. Wife is... Have a good one, Jack. Call me later so we can coordinate it. Yeah, Frostbite. Thanks for being here. Truly appreciate it. And as said, so if you organize a live stream, I think this would be a great thing. Yes, and Ace is just mentioning it. Jack and Renzo Faraway. Ace needs some good moderators. And by the way, I just saw that Ace is not a moderator on my channel. I need to change that now. How am I doing this? So Ace, I just made you a mod on my channel. So Ace asked for recommendations for some good moderators, and I actually said that you, Jack, and Renzo Faraway, that you are okay.
Great, yeah,
So
thank you.
if you want to support Ace, I mean, I also told you I have it. I have evidence. In our WhatsApp group, I mentioned it 2 times. I told you, contact Ace and support him. So if you want to support him and want to be mod on his channel as well, that would be great. If you could support him a bit.
Absolutely, happy to.
Yeah, that would be great. even if it's no, I have to stop this now.
All right. Predictions on who's going to have the next coin first.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can read my mind, right? No, I need to stop this now. I made enough jokes about this, and in the end, I mean, it's yeah, I mean, it's a fact, but Ace has some problems with accepting reality, so no. No, Ace, no, I know he could take a good joke. Yeah, and also that's a cool video that Ace just shared. He made a song. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's actually cool. Yeah. I really like it. Yeah. Good. Is there anything else in the chat? Last live stream with you in Austria. Yeah, you were not. You missed our last live stream. Yeah, we talked about it. No, but really, contact Ace if you want to support him as a moderator.
Yeah, I'll reach out.
Ron, stop this Germania mint topic, please. Yeah, don't trigger me. Don't trigger me, please. Or I take back everything I said about you, at least everything positive. Cool.
Okay.
Good.
Well, this has been fun. Glad we were able to jump on.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always like that a lot of people jump in and out, and there is always a lot going on in the chat, so very interactive.
Yep, absolutely.
I used to mod on lots of channels, but I've been away for a few. Yeah, Baha Wildman. I just I was really surprised when I saw that you were in the chat. Yeah, so really good to have you here. Great to have you back. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, also for me, I'm really trying to get more into YouTube because I lost contact to a lot of community members because I didn't have a lot of time and I wasn't very active the last 1 year, 2 years. I did not upload too many videos.
And I noticed, if I might chime in, I noticed that the algorithms can be unforgiving because,
Yes.
if everyone knows, I took a hiatus, to do some personal things like move. So I wasn't cranking out very many videos, and I noticed that had videos prior that were for my channel like 1,400 views, and then when I started posting videos again, I was getting 200, maybe 300. So
Yeah.
you lose
This
momentum.
is where I'm stuck now. Yeah. So I got active again, and if you ever look at my short videos and go back 1 or 2, no, 2 or 3 years, on average, I had on short videos, I had about 2,500 to 4,000 views on every single short video I uploaded it. But I uploaded at least 3 short videos a week for I think three years in a row or something. So and then I had a lot of business trips and we moved into the new house and so on. So I wasn't really active for almost 2 years. And now I restarted it. And you can see my videos have like you said 200, 300. A good video has 700 views. That's it, yeah. And short videos that went down on average from like 2,000 to 400, 500. It's crazy, yeah. So as you said, yeah, the algorithm is not
Unforgiving.
very patient, unforgiving, not very patient with you, yeah. So just 2 weeks on vacation can completely destroy the traffic on your channel. And also what I also found out is that if you comment on some topics that YouTube doesn't like, you get shadow banned, and this is a fact, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, and especially here in. I mean, I think it's I also heard it from some other channels. So if you are on some channels that are very political and you comment there, it's suddenly you can really see one day after the comment your views drop by, I don't know, 70%, 80%. And then I asked people and they said, no, I did not get any notifications for 2 weeks or something. but you uploaded free videos. So that's, yeah, this is something I don't like with YouTube.
Yeah. All right.
So same here. Work got super busy. We bought house and moved. So I think it's more or less the same situation I'm in. And also for me, I mean, I already know that all the work I'm doing now, yeah, is lost latest in June, because I will start a new job as 1st of June. And of course, I will not have a lot of time for YouTube then the first 1 to 3 months until I got my feet on the ground in a new job. And yeah, so I know everything I'm doing now, all the efforts are lost latest in June. Yeah, so it's a bit, yeah,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I'm sure there's a rhythm to it as well. Like, how often do you have to post and such? Because I know you can schedule videos out. I'm just not patient for that. If I create one, I launch it. I know I've heard from some YouTube content creators that will, they'll spend a weekend, they'll create about 4 or 5 videos and then stagger them like once a week or something. But I don't have the
Yeah,
patience.
me either. No, there is a great YouTube channel. I don't recall his name now, but the channel name now. But I'm subscribed to this channel. This is a guy who constantly starts new channels with different strategies, and then he's reporting about it, telling what worked out well and what not. And he different strategies, and the one strategy that worked actually best was a channel that just posted short videos, and there was not a single short video he made himself. This was all just reposts from other channels, and he got thousands and thousands subscribers every
You're
day, every
kidding
single
me.
day, and millions of views on his shorts. Yeah. And then he started another one with solely AI generated content. He said he didn't even care what artificial intelligence was creating. Yeah. So he used a tool that's actually checking what's trending every week, and then putting together a completely meaningless, stupid video. And also, he had hundreds of thousands of views. And he said he did not even check the content. He had no idea what AI is uploading to his channel.
Oh,
So if this is the future of YouTube, then good night.
yeah. Definitely the personal touch is taken out.
Yeah, it's a bit demotivating. Yeah, and this is why I said it's so important that we support each other in this small community, because YouTube will never share our videos with a huge audience. So we really need to support each other. I think that's an important thing. Yep. Ace also says he has been shadow banned. I need to do more shorts. I don't want to bombard people, but it's the only way to grow. Yes, exactly. If you want to grow, you need to upload short videos, because we are in a niche. And I honestly, I tried different hashtags and different keywords, different tags, and it's crazy. I took old videos with, I don't know, like 120 views, and I just added bricks money, bricks currency, bricks whatever, in the tags and as hashtags, and I got 1,500 views in 2 days on a video that's already low performing on my channel for decades. Yeah, that's
Wow.
so crazy how YouTube works. Yeah, that's so crazy. It's not about the quality. It's nothing. Yeah, it's all about what is trending. Yeah? And if a stupid dance is trending, you have no chance. We have basically, this is why the videos in our community are not trending. Yeah. Have you ever seen a video in our community with, I don't know, 120 million views or something? But
Never.
if you put a cat video, I think that the chances that a video with a cat
Or
pooping is trending is much higher than one of our videos will ever trend.
or that your video get 100,000 views if you use this music. That's what keeps popping up on mine.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. Okay, we are already live for 1.5 hours. So I think,
Well, that's what happens. An hour and a half goes by fast when you're having fun.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, thanks for propping this up and doing this. This is great.
No, thank you for being here, Jack. I always appreciate it. It's always great to have live streams with you, and I do really hope that we can manage to meet again in Prague this year.
Yes.
I sent a message I dropped a message in our WhatsApp group, I think yesterday, asking, do you already know when you will be in Prague? So
You're
please answer
right.
that.
Yeah,
That
yes, I
would
will. I know the dates that it would happen, just so you know, just not confirmed yet. But as soon as
okay,
I have
okay.
it confirmed, I will let you know. But I'll let you know the date so you can kind of put it on a calendar on your radar.
Uh, Okay, because the thing is, that in between, I will be almost 4 weeks in Australia, so I need to plan all the things around this, and so
Sure.
would be great if you would come when I'm not in Australia, because I would really like to meet you and run again.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You'll have fun in Australia. I'm excited to see your videos from that trip.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I will definitely make some videos for. I will be to. I will also go to Melbourne, and I already sent an email to Bullion Now, ask them if I'm allowed to record and to make a video in their shop.
So,
So
okay. Are you going to Perth? Oh, I see. Ran so far away. Just ask the same question. Perth.
no, I will not go to Perth. I will go to Melbourne, to Canberra, to Brisbane, and Sydney.
Some.
So I will be on the East Coast mainly.
It's great. All right.
Good. All right. Then, Jack, after I've ended the live stream, please don't leave immediately.
All
I
right.
just would like to say goodbye backstage.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds good. Well, thanks everybody.
and Ran, if you want to join us backstage for a minute or two, you have the link in our WhatsApp group. So please feel free. And everybody else, thank you so much. Also for the active live chat. Thank you very much. It was a really cool live stream today. I really enjoyed it. Have a great Sunday afternoon, morning, evening, in whatever time zone you are.
And
And I
stay
hope to
warm.
see you. Yeah, stay warm. Yeah, stay warm. And I hope to see you again soon. Servus and
Adios.
adios. I expected an ahoy or something.
That works too. Ahoy. Adios.
Okay, bye.
Nice to have y'all.